Now, in the state of California, the D-56 trenching only contractor is a limited specialty contractor whose contracting business is trenching only for foundations, pipelines, conduit, and related trenching work. Now, this classification falls under the C61 limited specialty umbrella. I'm not going to go through all of these points. I've got this definition linked below. However, before we get started, I'm going to take a quick look at two very pertinent points that we need to cover. An applicant classified and licensed in the classification limited specialty shall confine activities as a contractor to that field or fields and scope of operations set forth in the application and accepted by the registrar, or to that permitted by Section 831. A specialty contractor other than a C61 contractor may perform work within the field and scope of operations of classification C61, provided the work is consistent with established usage and procedure in the construction industry and is related to the specialty contractor's classification. So you always want to make sure that the work you're doing is permitted by the CSLB, accepted by the registrar. Make sure that you're performing the work within the classification that you're going for. You always want to make sure that what you're doing falls under the right classification so that you are in compliance with the CSLB and you don't run into any issues. Now, the vast majority of the contractors that hold this license are performing trenching and related services. So operating trenching equipment, backhoe services, debris removal, site clearing and site preparation in some cases, trenching and erosion repair. Oftentimes they have equipment rental, safety, foundation layout, different types of geological testing, and essentially all of the related services. But remember, this is a trenching only license, so always make sure what you're doing falls under the trenching only sphere. Now, in the state of California, contractors can hold multiple licenses. Now, you actually have to have the experience that coincides with the trade classification you're going for, but the most common additional licenses are the C12 Earthwork and Paving, the C8 Concrete License, the A General Engineering License, and the B General Building License. And we've got a ton of information about all of these licenses and adding multiple classifications here on our channel. Now, in order to get the D-56 license, you've got to pass the California Construction Law exam. This is an extensive exam covering everything from taxes to cash management to business structures to contracts, workers' compensation and taxes, and a ton of information that we cover in our course that you can find below. Now, the exam is going to be about 115 questions, multiple choice. It'll be closed book. You'll get about 3 hours to complete it. It'll be taken via computer at a proctored testing facility that'll be assigned to you based on your zip code. Now, in addition, you want to make sure that you're familiar with arithmetic, different units of measurement, calculating square footage, and then, of course, percentages and decimals. Now, we cover everything you need to know in a clear and easy to understand format with tons of examples and diagrams, and essentially a full summary of everything you need to know to pass the test. This would come in the form of physical study guides, online videos with tons of audio modules, online practice exams, a complete math course, and then, of course, application preparation and review, along with full customer support throughout the entire licensing process. Now, we've got a separate video that goes into the requirements, the fees, and the application. I strongly suggest that you check that out. We've also got links to everything you need below the video. I hope you found this information helpful. Feel free to like and subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. Again, this is digitalconstructive.com, and thanks again for watching.